Hey guys, we got ourselves some Athenian Armoured Hoplites from Victrix. Now these guys were basically your rank and file of the Athenian army. So Darrell, what do we get in this box?
You get 48 Athenian Hoplites. That's 48 guys of the 28mm scale models, so that's a lot of models in one box.
That is a lot.
It is. This box is great because you also get your little how to build. Basically here it lists all the different parts for each different guy that you can put onto him. Right the way down to the little plumes that some of the helmets can get, especially like that there, Sam, with a little bit on either side. And it also, if I can figure out how to move this around, your shields and all of it, all for each individual guy. You can get in the box. You get 6 sprues. I have pre-taken the sprues out of the box. You get 6. They're all the same, so you get 6 times this. As usual, if you want to see this 6 times, just rewind your video. If we start off, if we find a corner here and we start off at one of the corners, here we start off with your little
Arrow apron is what they're called in the description.
They stick on the bottom of your shield. Some of your guys can get them.
Means you're not going to get an arrow in the knee.
Here we have a selection of arms and whatnot. You can see they're all lettered, like there's RA3 and so on. Moving along to your spears, your swords, there's 4 of your guys. You've got 8 guys in each one of these. And down to the lower end to your like sheathed knives, swords,
these
shields.
Guys are kitted out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff. Here's the bits for our favorite little helmet conversion. More heads.
Personally, I like that guy with the pointy helmet.
You like pointy helmet guy?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I have made one of the guys with pointy helmet. You'll see later on. Have I?
Yeah.
Again, more guys here. If we just turn them around the other side, you'll get a look at, this is your bog standard. You can see some of the guys here come. It's just a matter of sticking a shield on them, an arm, a spear, and that's 90% of the work done to building them.
Yeah, simple little minis.
And you can see it all. It's a big sprue, guys. It's a fair size, but it has got 8 on each of these, and you get 6 of them.
Yeah, simple to build, but with a whole load of these, it's going to look great.
You can rank and file up. Guys, we're going to go now, and in the second half of the video, you'll see a nice little rank of these that I have built, and we'll chat some more about them.
See you in a bit.
Guys, here we have our little hoplites built.
They look great piled up like that, actually, when they're in ranked.
They do, and whenever you think you get 48 of these, so you could have one of these 9 deep out of one box. Now that would be a hell of a unit.
That's a lot of dudes.
It's a lot of dudes. Depending on what sort of game system you're building, you could have like little unit fillers in there as well to spread it out. You could possibly do 2 times 25. You can easily do 2 times 20 with some guys left over. They all build really easy, guys. I used a little pointy revel glue to stick these together.
See, there are the guys with the pointy helmets.
Your favorite guys with pointy helmets, or is
it
this
looks like they're wearing their nightcaps.
Is this not your guy here with the helmet half off? He's
brilliant.
He's had a hard day's killing, and he's decided to just raise the old sun visor as you would do, and do some more killing. You do get a musician here as well. You don't get a drummer boy. I know they probably didn't have drums in these days, but
I'm sure they had drums.
I always like in the games where you can shoot the musician or stab the musician. Why come they battle without a? He has a sword.
I'm never bringing my bass guitar into the office.
Well, yeah. I probably have to kill you for bringing a bass guitar in. But yeah, they all get swords as well. You can hook on their sides. I have built all the back row with spears. The front row guys all have swords. This guy even has one hidden behind his shields.
These guys have more stuff than a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, and they'll hand out more pain. An armoured porcupine. It's all great, guys. It all goes together without any issues. I just stuck them in these green bases here you can get from all over the place. I just think they're great, Sam. From the front and from the rear, you can't beat a Greek. Athenian, they're just brilliant. They are. Our Sam doesn't know how to do these videos because you're not meant to break up in them. But if you've used them, guys, or if you have any plans to use them, what other game systems would you use these in?
I'd probably use them in something like Hail Caesar just for historical things, but they'd also be great for Kings of War or even Warhammer Fantasy.
You could have
I think a Greek-themed
Warhammer.
human army would be great in a fantasy
Yeah.
system.
It would, you know, they would be very good, guys. I have seen some nice fantasy conversions out there. I think it'll take time to see the Kings of War stuff with it being a relatively newer game, because it takes people, even if you wanted to do this, it'll take you a couple of months to get your army painted. Just, it will. But I'm sure some of you have nice armies out there.
One box with how many did you say?
48 guys.
Yeah, that would set you up with a good size army.
If you could paint, if you completely painted one guy in an hour, which would be good, that's still 2 full days without sleep. You know, can anybody, can you do a good model in an hour, guys? Stick a picture in down the bottom of this. If you can paint a nice model in an hour and base them and all the rest, and then we would know 2 days without sleep would get you this box painted. I would dare say once you would be getting down to number probably 45 onward.
Yeah, you'd start painting weird designs on them.
They would start looking like something Kristen had done. But we will get on. I think they're cool models. If you have some nice pictures of ones you have done, or if you have great ideas of how to use these, stick the comments in the bottom and we'll get on and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.